When you're married, you don't need a calendar. Your wife reminds you about everything. What's my idea of helping with housework? Lifting my legs so she can vacuum. What's the difference between a wife and a pet? After a year, the pet is still excited to see you. My wife thinks that the smoke alarm is a food timer. My wife emailed me the pictures of our first date together, but I couldn't open any of the files. I have serious emotional attachment issues. My wife asked me why I never blinked during foreplay. I said I just don't have time. I met this girl the other day and she took me back to her house where things got hot and heavy pretty quickly. I bent her over the kitchen table and started going at it when suddenly we heard the front door open. "Oh no, it's my boyfriend," she exclaimed. "Quick, use the back door." Now it's about this time I probably should have left, but you just don't get an offer like that every day. My wife said that she has a bag of used clothing that she'd like to donate. I asked her why she just didn't throw them in the trash. She said because there's poor, starving people who could really use these clothes. I explained, "Honey, anyone who fits into your clothing is not starving." A husband who wants to have a happy marriage should learn to keep his mouth shut and his wallet open. A wife is someone that'll stand by you through all the trouble that you wouldn't have had if you'd have stayed single. The best way to get your wife to do something is to suggest that she probably is too old for it. My wife and I decided that we really didn't want kids. However, the kids have taken it harder than we expected. Married life is all about compromise. My wife wanted a cat. I didn't want a cat. So we compromised and got a cat. When you see a married couple walking down the street, the one that's a few steps ahead is the one that's annoyed. Husbands are the best people to share a secret with. They'll never tell anyone because they aren't listening to you. If you want to change the world, do it while you're single. Once you're married, you can't even change the TV channel. Marriage is a war where you actually sleep with the enemy. Marriage is a wonderful invention, but then so is a corkscrew. The most effective way to remember your wife's birthday is to forget it once. My wife asked me why I keep reading our marriage certificate. I said I was wondering if there were any loopholes.